Hello, and welcome back to Honkai Back Third. Alright, already done the daily, which is good. Alright, let's get started with this. Yeah, I couldn't do the story, so I couldn't continue with the Realm of Wonders, which is bullshit, but whatever. Alright. With the two devices activated, let's rush to the bridge. Ah yes, we're confronting the ferryman. Let's do this. Combat. As expected, the ferryman set up a thingamading. There's no turning back now. Turn the controller, put it there. Let's start. Oh. I think that's the only time I need to use my controller. So let's continue on to the bridge. Enemies searching in the dark. Alright, we're all here. Kongming, let's go. What's up with this door? It won't budge. Sorry, but the ferryman seems to have somehow sealed the door of the bridge. No surprises there. He had everything under his control right from the start.
If we had chosen to skip the game and head directly to the bridge, it wouldn't have changed much.
Maybe we should meet with Miss Brony. Her drone could potentially create an opening from above. No, time isn't on our side. We don't know how much time the ferryman needs to ignite those ether anchors, or how long the bubble universe is linked for Luna will last. Seeing as the structure of this ship is similar to that of the Hyperion, there may be a way to enter the bridge directly from the deck.
Seems viable to me. More or less, I mean.
Simple, yet feasible. My favorite. Come on, the deck isn't far from here. Yeah, for some reason, they're like giant windows on their deck. I mean, the bleach. Oh, I can't cross this. Oh well. What is it? Oh. Here we go. Push it in. No. There's batteries for some reason. No, whatever. Aha! Swim stam. That's what I needed. Not really, but sure. Rumbling. Just one short. Maybe if I get rid of one of these batteries. Or I can actually... No. Oh, well, whatever. This looks like a storage room. We can control the artillery. Activate turret. Push. Oh, well, whatever. Capacitor screen line, look for mechanism. Okay. Can fall from here. Wait, did I just trap myself in here? Raise elevator. Oh, okay, it's an elevator.
There's water everywhere. There's no way we can get through this.
Wait, what's that? Ahead of us, placed on the exhibition stand, was a shining piece of crystal. The biting chill it gave off rendered everyone nearly immobile. This was once an ether anchor in the heart of a world. To stop the bubble universe from deteriorating, the mountain god of that world used their own heart to freeze it. It both protected and suffocated that world all at once. Only when the sprites awoke from the frozen springs was it finally removed from the everlasting frost. Afterward, this core wound up in that master's hands. Though it ceased to be an ether anchor in the wake of that bubble universe's destruction, it can still lower the surrounding temperature in the blink of an eye. Is this a Stellaron? Is this the Eternal Freeze?
In other words, it's capable of freezing things instantly.
Precisely.
Freeze the water then, so we can pass.
Good idea. Let's get started. We have to put a stop to all this. Nice.
Succeed.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts.
To save everyone, you need to be prepared to lose them all. What? Reset the room. Try pushing. Too heavy, need to level up and obtain mighty gloves. Crap. Well, guess I'm not going that way. There was neither a hint of sound nor a shred of light. The bridge was submerged in complete darkness. I even began to doubt whether or not the ferryman was truly there. Having fun, Captain? The lights on the bridge illuminated one by one. You're too slow. You wasted more time than I expected. Directly in front of us, the ferryman sat on the rickety bridge, their monotone voice laced with a slight tinge of disappointment. Monotone. Looking around, I found no trace of the ether anchor. You had the choice to proceed directly to the bridge, but instead you opted to split off into 3 groups, like a bunch of lemmings running themselves straight off a cliff. Truly fascinating. And you even want to save your enemy. What a hopeless case you are. I'm not like your kind. I care nothing about Delta and that ninja's identity. I want to help everyone equally. I respect all my opponents. Even if our paths cross, I will always be victorious fair and square. I never resort to underhanded tactics. Slow count, a slow clap. The sonorous sound of applause cracked through the space. Bravo! A marvelous speech indeed. But what are you really after? Have you come to snatch the ether anchor? Unfortunately, I don't believe you're quite capable of controlling them just yet. Or is it that you want to save those in the bubble universe? Preposterous. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Never hurts to try. Plus, we're far from the same. How can you be so certain I'm gonna fail? Because I've tried every last iteration possible. The ferryman's voice was surprisingly calm. See the box to your right? Open it.
Captain, be careful.
Let me open it. It's fine. There's nothing but a button inside. An odorless poison gas is being released into this room as we speak. Press that button, and the bridge door will open, causing the gas to leak into the passage. Then it's sayonara to your friends. If you do nothing, then the gas will remain in this room and both of us will perish. Now, make your choice. All of our fates are in your hands. Do nothing, have fewer people died. Press the button and open the door. Let's open the door. Nothing happened. You saw right through it, didn't you? I tossed the box to the side. A meaningless question with no answer. There is no poison gas. You're smarter than you look. I get it now. You only gave the ether anchor to Luna to take advantage of her and let her form a connection with the Teresa's. Even though you knew it would burn her in the end. They were never anything more than pawns to you. How incisive you are. You finally understood the true nature of my plan. I suppose I should thank you for dragging those Teresa's back from the World Rift. They'll make for fine kindling when the ether anchor goes up in flames. Is this some kind of sick joke? You can't wrap your puny brain around it, can you? Understandable. You'll get used to it once you've experienced enough. If I succeed, Luna and those Teresas will be the ultimate sacrifice. And those bubble universes that I've linked, all corresponding to these ether anchors, will embrace order once again. No longer will there be any need to worry about the inevitable decline that fate has in store. It will be able to remain adrift in the Sea of Quanta indefinitely. Oh, he wants the bubble universes to last forever. Isn't that what you've always wanted? You'll be freed from sheltering the lost and displaced from all those fragmented worlds. I used to be just like you, reluctant to let go, always wanting to save everyone. I've exhausted all the possibilities, but it's a lost cause. And I've finally come to the realization that a fairy tale ending is precisely that. A fantasy. Sacrificing a few to ensure the survival of many. Is that not a wise decision? It will put an end to all of these doomed futures, and it can only be done by me. What world would that be considered saving them? This rambling tirade of yours is merely you attempting to convince yourself of your own mania. All this pontificating on the many and the few. People's lives are not something for you to weigh on a scale. You have no right to dictate someone else's life. How naive. If you want to make an omelette, you have to break some eggs. In order to save more people, a small sacrifice is unavoidable. How about I start with you? The ferryman grinned, and before I had any time to react, a blade was pressed against my throat. Then, just as quickly, there was a flash of light and the blade was shattered into Kasubi.
Just in the nick of time.
The drone carved a celebratory arc through the air. Brony and Siren were the first to rush in, followed by Himiko, Kellan, Delta, and Kasumi. Stop right there, ferryman. So this is how it's going to be. Fine, so be it. Now I won't have to dispose of you individually. With a caustic chortle, the ferryman produced an ether anchor from under his black robe.
Watch out, don't let them combust the ether anchor.
Next, I shall invite you all to witness perfection. Perfection. Well then, you shall now all bear witness to my ideals.
皆の者、出陣よ。
Excuse me, what?
ありえないわ。時間です。
Hold your attachments and pursue your vision. Farewell, Captain of Hyperion. What? All was lost. We never stood a chance. The ferrymen had gained absolute power. For us to have even lasted so long was a miracle in itself. What, really? Long enough for our plan to be smoothly carried out. That plan?
I take it that we're proceeding in the right direction.
We are. I can feel the ether anchors right ahead, but... Can we really stop the ferryman?
We know nothing about who we're up against. Their strength is difficult to estimate. I've run through hundreds of potential courses of action, but their implementation is bound to be flawed. Once the ferryman combusts the ether anchor, the consequences will be irreversible.
Or we deliberately focus on the weak points.
So, you want to use the ferryman to get to the crux of the matter?
Close, but not quite. Remember the ferryman's goal? He wants to harness the massive energy produced by the ether anchors to create a world rift in the boundless ocean. Perhaps at some point, I can seize an opportune moment and enter the rift. Seeing as Luna refuses our help, I'll go in myself and bring her back.
That's a rather bold plan. Do you realize what you're saying? When the ferryman has opened the world rift, the ether anchor will have already combusted. By the time you return, it'll be too late.
Perhaps it's not totally irreversible. Based on the experiences of the Teresa's, time in the world rift passes at a different speed than reality. If Miss Siren and I were to interfere, perhaps we can make you return the same way you came.
I could use my magic to mark the point in time after you enter the rift, and then essentially employ reverse construction to reverse it and bring you back. We'll alert you with a signal to let you know before time ends. But this is all heavily theoretical. We have no idea how the world rift will function, how long it will last. Can you find Luna with the limited time we have? You better be prepared.
I know.
Not only that, but the ferryman will be there when we reverse everything, so chances are that he'll know what our plan is. That's not a problem. As long as we make it enough of a scene to attract their attention, you'll be fine, right?
Are you saying we use the drone?
Oh, don't you worry about it. I was bored stiff the other day, so I took some scrap metal from Miss Kongming's warehouse and assembled them into this clunker. Did you just say scrap metal? Well, you know, it's not like you're gonna need the armillary sphere anytime soon anyway. Brony, how many times have I told you?
Brony's the only one capable of getting Kongming so riled up. Even now, just thinking about it causes fits of laughter escape from between my lips. But now is not the time to be sitting idly by, reminiscing. We set foot on this perilous path in order to achieve an ending where everyone can smile. It may be a long and winding road, but it might all be wishful thinking in the end, and perhaps our fates have no hope of intertwining ever again. But even so, I will follow its course to the very end without hesitation. World Rift. What? So this is the end of the world, is it? It's so unremarkable. In the deserted passage was a ghostly spectre. She knelt helplessly on the ground, her hands covering her face. Moment of parting. Is this the hell where the vampire... Oh wait. It's probably Luna.
Is this the hell where the vampires are supposed to return to? Why is it so different than what's portrayed in the books? It's so empty here. I feel nothing except the passing of time. I'm still breathing, and everything I'm witnessing here still feels real. My chest feels so tight. My heart is filled with this terrible nothingness. Ever since I met that person, my heart has been racing non-stop. So, I must still be alive, right? But how? The ether anchor should have erased my entire existence. How can my heart still be beating like this? Like it is.
I shall build a bridge for you, the girl under the crimson moon. All you must do is traverse through the haze of this dreamland and return to the moonlight.
Someone's calling me. It must be that human's partner. He just doesn't know when to quit. You're so annoyingly persistent, human. Why can't you just listen to me? You will wear me out like this. I must move on and get as far away from you as possible until the end of time.
The small figure stood up and started running ahead. She was right here. Those times were engraved in her memories, and I quickly walked into them. Storybooks, homo dolls, and everything else she loved flashed before my eyes. I followed those traces forward, allowing time to keep my body rooted. To catch up to her, I must merge into the traces that she had left behind. I promise I will find you, even if I have to follow you to the end of time itself. My legs moved instinctively, as if possessed, carrying me along the road toward an unknown destination. Must hurry if I want to find her. Well, everything's getting destroyed behind me, so there's no way back. Unless... No. See what she says. Never once did the girl's figure stop. Even with me right behind her, there was nothing I could do to add even a hint of color to her world.
Human, you must be safe now.
Vibrations of a decade.
There must be 10 years between us. This is the world rift, the domain of time. With every step I take, untold amounts of time pass in the outside world. Here, however, time never seems to pass any slower to me. I want to see you. I miss your face every waking moment, so badly that it hurts. It's so unfair that it was me and me alone who couldn't stay by your side. You must still be looking for me, looking for a way to save me. But I can't stop. I must go on. I can't let you find me.
Oh, playing hide and seek, huh? Luna! How long had I been walking? Even the concept of time had become an abstraction, yet that lone figure still continued, undaunted. Echoes of a century.
How far have I gone? It must be about 100 years. Will your heart pang when I think of you?
100 years. She's been running for 100 years?
Live a full life and remember me. Remember me. Forever and ever more. But I knew you wouldn't listen to me and resign yourself to living a long and happy life. You never listened to me before, so why would you start now? To think that you're still alive, with grey hair and wrinkles on your face, it must be a sorry sight to behold.
Feels like we're in the middle of a singularity or something. Like inside a black hole.
Even now, you must have never forgotten about me. You promised me you wouldn't, and you've never once lied to me. How I wish I could see your face now, even if were but a glimpse from afar. That would be enough.
Charge! Oh, one more, huh? Alright. Well, it seems like we caught up. The figures seemed to have grown taller. Her gait was unhurried. And she was still all alone. Ah, is this how she grows up? After spending like thousands of years? Lone walk of a millennium.
La la la. Time passes mercilessly, claiming lives and longing alike. Have 1,000 years turned you into bone and ash? Have they left you in an oblivion? I've learned my lesson not to ask for you, so you can sleep soundly amongst the comfort of your dreams. I've gotten used to not thinking of you, so you can rest peacefully in your sepulchral slumber. Even though 1,000 years have passed, I still find myself unable to put you out of my mind. For me, 1,000 years have merely made me a little taller, whereas for you, you have long been reduced to dust. How can you be so gentle yet so ephemeral? Oh, how I have pined for you, and yet you gave me no time, and so all I am filled with now is regret. Why didn't I make several more wishes on that day? Why didn't I ask for you to shower me with more compliments? Why didn't I ask for you to hug me? Did I not tell you that it was my last wish? How could I possibly bother you with new demands? Would you see me as greedy? But vampires are greedy by nature. Why should I bear the curse of immortality? Then I would never get the pleasure of seeing your ghost.
It's like she wants me to die. Dang. Oh, I thought I was going to continue. Aha, I was behind you the whole time, Luna. The figure slowly grew taller, transforming into someone I didn't recognize. She continued forward, walking alone, though occasionally she would stop and look back. Present of a myriad.
No matter how long it takes, no matter where you are, you will always find me. No matter how many I look at, I still think you're a hopeless fool.
No matter how many I look at it, how many times I look at it.
Well, you lost. You couldn't find me. How far have I gone? I have no idea, but I'm sure it's far enough for you to fall behind. This place is my home, my final destination. There is nothing here, but I'll never be bored. I'll never be bored. Don't you worry about me.
Without you, everywhere is the same to me. But it still hurts. My heart continues to beat, but the inside is so hollow. Nothing can fill this black void in my heart. Would you find me? Would you manifest yourself here and stand before me? Could you still recognize me? No, you must not find me, or else we would turn out the same as before. But what good is it to ruminate on this? You must have died long ago. How would I wish for anything different? But the pain is all-consuming and undeniable. Every moment in which you are not in my mind is torture. There is something streaming down my face. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault for saying what you did with so much certainty. You gave me so much hope. If I stop here, will you? Will you find me? She stopped walking and disappeared amid the white light. I knew this was where the journey ended. Time would erase all, even destiny itself, but our faith in each other would never fade. This would be our moment of reunion. As I passed through too much time, my body began to fuse with her traces, and my clothes became the homo doll in her memories. It'd be childish to meet you all looking like this, but you've always loved homo dolls. No matter how long it takes, no matter where you are, I will bring you back. I've already traveled 10,000 years. This time, I must hold you tight. No, it's a portal? Shit. Return to the ferryman's ship. Captain and Luna, welcome back. Alright, turn on the controller again. Oh, there's the point of view. Oh, she didn't get that much taller. Or maybe I'm just real short. I just go around. Oh.
人類、どうして？ダメよ、早く離れなさい。
Oh, she recognized me as a homo doll?
人類、あなたってわがままよね。
Her smile thinly hid a sea of pain. Never had I seen such a tragic smile. I can finally see you again. How long I have waited to see you once again. Oh boy. She's supposed to look like Kellen, right? You've always had a special place in my heart. No matter what disguise you adopt, I will always recognize you by your scent. Alright. The scent. Oh, that's his arm poking out. I know that you are not one to give up, and that you are looking for me. That is why I've been hiding from you all this time. Well, you just want to grow up, is that it? But we have already said our goodbyes. It would be wrong to see one another again after such a farewell. It took me so long to make up my mind and leave, so long to sever the tangled strings of fate. Why couldn't you just keep your word? The moment the word goodbye escaped from my lips, I wanted to take it back. But I must leave, and I must get as far from you as possible, far enough for the world to forget my existence. As long as I still haunt your dreams, as long as my name still echoes in your mind, as long as you can live a happy life. But you? Why are you so stubborn? I'm sorry. I have so much to tell you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. For us to be able to reunite like this fills me with an indescribable joy. What a long road you must have traveled. Oh, I can hear it now. Your heart is racing, just like mine. How I have missed you so. Every second of every day, your image finds its way into my mind. Let me hold you a little while longer, until the curse of fate befalls me.
Don't be afraid. That curse has been lifted. Destiny has been weakened.
Has it really been so long? You look just as you did before. Nothing has changed about you. Not your smell, nor the warmth of your body.
I look like a homo.
Hold on. Is this all too much?
Self-doubt crept into her face as she nervously avoided my gaze.
Do you still like me now as you did then?
Of course.
You fool! Your fluttering heart has already betrayed your true inner thoughts. Do you hear that ticking? Like the sound of a timer. Are we running out of time? It's okay. I know what you want. You want to take me away from here, yes? I'm sorry. If I returned, I'd have a target on my back. My very existence would be in defiance of the rules of that world. So I have made my decision. I will remain here until the end. Do not worry about me. I'm no longer the little girl I was before. I don't fear being alone or isolated. Besides, now that we have met once again, my world is filled with all sorts of wonders.
Luna surreptitiously loosened her grip.
So, we should say goodbye with a smile on our faces this time.
Hug her tighter. Nope.
Huh?
What are you trying to do? Suplex her?
You have to let me go.
Don't let go.
I said, let me go. To have had the chance to see you again is more than I could ever hope for. I am content. I don't want to press my luck. I don't want to lose you all over again. So, let me go. Please.
Don't let go.
How stubborn you are. Can't you listen to me just this once? So much tenderness, yet so much determination.
Don't let go.
Let go. I'm begging you. If you keep this up, I won't be able to keep my resolve.
I want you to be honest. Okay.
I want to be with you, of course. I want it so much that it hurts. Every second I've been here has been spent thinking about you. Every time my mind conjures up your face, my heart races. It is the only reminder that I'm still alive. You are the very reason I'm here. How could I possibly bring myself to separate yet again?
I came prepared. Leave it all to me.
Your persistence is remarkable. Time and time again, you cause me to make choices that run in direct opposition to my will.
Come back with me, Luna.
Alright. But you must promise me something.
She inhaled deeply, as if preparing to blow out the candles on a birthday cake.
It was you who broke my hard-earned resolve, made me greedy and obstinate. So I don't want to be apart from you ever again.
I nodded enthusiastically. Tick, tock. That was the sound of the countdown ending, a signal that my partners and I had agreed on. Once I bring Luna back, the fluctuation she caused will be neutralized. The singularity that burned for the world rift had lost its connection with the lost Teresa and no longer moved. Now is the chance to defeat the ferryman. The gentle breeze caressed my ears, and the road behind me crumbled rapidly into multicolored dots. I held Luna's hands tightly in mine. This time, I would never let go. Farewell, Captain of Hyperion. Struggle with all your might, like the ant you are. It was the ferryman's voice. I saw Siren's magical stars shining a brilliant light, and Brony's drone following Kongming's feather fan they were reconstructing. I saw Delta shielding Himiko from an attack with her two-handed sword, the ninja's swift and agile movements, and the desperation in Kellen's eyes. Afterward, the breeze brought with it the familiar smell of flowers, and gone was the white nothingness before me.
Captain, Miss Luna, welcome back.
皆の者、出陣よ。
Oh shit!
よく見てて。逃げられない。動かないでよ。ちゃんと逃げないで。逃げられないよ。ちゃんと見てて。逃げられないよ。デートでもしましょうか。
Oh,
捕まえましたね。準備できます。究極のスケッチ。終わらせよう。任務開始。声を大極丸。下道ロック。はい。戦闘開始。
holy shit!
火薬装填艦ハストラベスタ。トルネード。アイスストームトルネード。
Luna! Oh, she uses a chainsword? It seems like she's a claymore user. Same as a... Himiko.
Did we win? Oh, come on. We're back on this old ship again. Have you seen the ferryman? The last thing I remember is the ground shaking something terrible. Perhaps the space that he constructed collapsed. Perfection. I believe he called it. I doubt we'll be seeing him around again. I beg to differ. He may well be feigning weakness to make us complacent. Once our guards are down, he'll strike. I agree.
He's a clever one. He could be hiding somewhere conserving his strength as we speak. Does she actually look like Kellen? I'm going to need like Kellen next to her to actually see if there's a difference.
I'm amazed to hear such a perspective coming from you. That visit to the World Rift must have been good for your brain.
That's hardly the only change I underwent. Besides, you're adorable when you're all confused. You know that?
You...
That's enough, you two. Now's not the time to be bickering.
Who wants to argue with a child anyway?
Who wants to argue with a child anyway? One moment they're fine, and the next they're at each other's throats. How come they're both looking at me? They want me to pick a side. The current situation is uncertain, to say the least. The most important thing is that we remain vigilant. The ferryman knows this ship like the back of his hand, so if he wanted to recuperate, this would be the perfect spot. Since we've been sent back here, perhaps he has as well. We must plan to pairs to search the area.
No problem. Let's go, Miss Kongming. No need to look so mad all the time. I'm not mad.
Luna, a girl who lived through 10,000 years alone in the World Rift. She has grown to look completely different. Only took 10,000 years for her to grow up. Return to the bridge. There was neither a hint of sound nor a shred of light. Again, the previously inaccessible door now lay wide open and was completely unguarded. If this were anything like the Hyperion, an alarm would trigger the second we set foot on the bridge. However, all that activated was some dim lighting. Watch out, Captain. It's alright. The ferryman doesn't have the strength to play any more tricks. About time you showed up. Out with it. Where did you hide those ether anchors? The ferryman leaned on the rail, not answering. I've been waiting for you. You followed the clues I placed like a good boy. You found Luna, came onto the ship, and now you're here to fight me with all you've got. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. You are my favorite creation. Or to be more precise, I didn't disappoint myself. I knew it. You're insane. I take it you've already noticed that the structure of the ship is somewhat familiar, yes? What you might not have realized is that it shares the same name as your ship, the Hyperion. You must be burning with curiosity. That's why you rummage through my collection. But I am not your future, and the current you is not my past. You are the original aspiration I abandoned, the great cause I could not achieve, the answer left unchosen among countless past choices. So it's a parallel universe, Captain? I used to devote myself to traveling from one bubble universe to another, giving the displaced somewhere they could call home. But as you know, even Hyperion has its limits, and I was in urgent need of a plan to save everyone. I exhausted all the possibilities that I could think of, yet found myself unable to progress. If you want to lift a heavy box, you must first put down what you have in your hands. However, by the time I came to that realization, I was already too far gone on a devious path. All of my old friends had long since deserted me. It was already too late for me to turn back. I had sacrificed far too much in the name of my promise. For the home that I had hoped everyone would have. To stop now would be unthinkable. I carry their hopes and dreams with me, even though I know what awaits me is a free fall down an all bottomless abyss. I still have to go for it, and that was when you separated from me. At that time, I merely considered you a fragile being who appeared by sheer happenstance. You couldn't possibly meddle with my plan, even if I left you to your devices. But you were so stubborn, so unexpectedly obstinate that you made countless observations, all for a young vampire, for a future where everyone gets to live. Giving up simply isn't in your blood, nor is resigning yourself to an imperfect ending, even if it is ordained by fate. You brought an idea into my head. Had I chosen differently, how would everything have turned out? Perhaps you can accomplish what I cannot. I decided to continue observing you, and thus arranged for Rita to be in your company. You already know what happened after. Apart from that, I didn't interfere too much with your actions. You managed to survive until this moment all on your own. You have become an entirely different person from me. Whereas I have spewed one lie after the other and broken all my promises. No one remains by my side. I have passed on this poison to my only friends, only for them to truly abandon me. I failed them. In the end, I couldn't save anyone. Be that as it may, to break their hearts like this is going one step too far. Stand up. We're not going to take part We're not going to part on our merry ways after you spew out another half-baked monologue. If you really want to apologize, walk up to Delta and Kasumi and do it properly. What good does sitting there and muttering to yourself do anyone? Stand up. If you want to end your own life, be my guest. Just wait until you've given them a proper explanation before you off yourself. I yanked at the ferryman's sleeves, but he seems to have completely given up, remaining limp as I pulled him to his feet. He was surprisingly heavy, and I lost my balance. And next thing I knew, he was dragging me to the ground. The ether anchors hidden under his black robe came tumbling out and rolled all over the ground. Each of them was intact and wrapped in a transparent shield.
Captain, something isn't right about this.
The black robe fell off, exposing the recorder strapped on the ferryman's chest. My movements just now did nothing to it, as the audio continued on and off incessantly. Have you ever observed the ants? On their shoulders are aspirations and expectations, but in the end, they always come out empty-handed. They always tell themselves that they've come a long way, yet in hindsight, they would find that they actually have marched a very short distance. I'm no more than an exhausted ant going round and round, trapped in the circle drawn by fate. The body under the black robe had long been reduced to dust, leaving only the recorder playing with its remaining power. I believe in you. You're made to reach the future that hasn't been given a chance. When I came back to my senses, I'd already reached the beach.
There you go. These are the only ones left. That's a mess. I could only find these parts too. Well, Miss Kongming, your turret-type laser launcher No, your armillary sphere is beyond repair. How about you consider making it to something else? Or make a new one?
Laser launcher, armillary sphere.
Stay positive. If the old never left, how can it make place for the new?
Save your excuses. Keep searching.
Hey, have you seen Delta? Delta? Huh? No, I've been looking for the parts.
You mean the human with the tail?
She may still be on the old ship.
She isolated herself in the room and played video games like her life counted on it.
Come on now. You want to comfort her? I'm not that kind-hearted, but it could be fun watching her have a hard time. What do you say? Want to come with? All right, Ninja, you're leading the way now.
Aren't you familiar with that ship? I passed them one by one. Everyone looked relieved, save Delta and the silent ninja. The tides had ebbed, though there were still wet trails left on the beach. Time would always erase them completely. I stopped on a beach without any footprints on it. Maybe it was due to the distance, but their voices could be heard on and off. Has everything really come to an end? From now on, Kongming, Luna, and I would never enjoy lasting peace in any bubble universe. What awaited us would only be endless drifting in the sea. But that did not matter. Most importantly, we were still together. The only thing I wished for was to travel with everyone.
Captain.
Rita, you... okay? She looked a little surprised, and then her lips curled into a sad smile.
I'm fine. As an old friend, I think that she would have been satisfied with this ending. The past is the past. Though it's hard to accept for now, time will eventually push people to move on. By the way, why are you here alone, Captain? What's caught your interest?
The ants.
Are there ants even on the beach?
Yeah, I just noticed it too. Oh, Rita, have you tried yet? Reaching out my finger, I drew a circle around several ants on the beach. So the ants will really stay confined to a circle that appeared out of nowhere.
Because ants rely on smell instead of their sight to discern directions. When you drew the circle, you left a strange scent in the sand, so the ants think it's uncharted territory ahead and hesitate when they hit the edge of the circle.
However, as time flies by, the scents will eventually fade away, and the ants will gradually adapt to and understand the environment they're in. So, you see, the moonlight danced on the sea as the fluorescent creatures around the shoreline bobbing on the waves. On the somewhat wet beach, an ant lingered around the circle. After cocking its head to one side for a while, it set foot on the circle tentatively. And then, it walked straight out of the circle. Yeah, I knew it. Enter the village. Complete all main missions. I did it. Main missions complete. Is there like a afterwards thingy? It should be here. Simulated flight.
探してる？焦ることはない。すぐに再できるよ。
Alright, let's do it again. Put it there.
作戦開始。フィールド。シールド。ひねりつぶ任務完了。今から私たちの問題を解決しよう。
Alright, that should do. Alright, tracking progress. Lockmaking. I don't know what's the max level. Made the promise to go to Homo World together. Well, let's go. Let's go. We can do everything. We can do everything. Oh, teleport. Where am I going? Wanna go green? Okay, let's go green. Oh. Oh. Nice. Okay. Last one. And boom. Can I detect magic here? No. Detect detect fucking chests. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I can pop out 2 of them, so you know. Can have fun with that, I guess. Why is there nothing here? Weird. Anyway, let's make our way over here. Here. Alright. Still gotta make it. Okay.
Hey, Captain. Good timing. Can you lend me a hand?
What's the matter?
I've been considering upgrading that ship of yours, but without suitable materials, I've been putting it off until now.
What have you found?
Don't you get it, Captain? We don't need to search for any materials at all. They're right under our noses.
Yeah, just get from an identical ship. Are you talking about the ship itself?
Bingo. Sure, the gadgets on this ship have seen better days, but most of them can still be of use. Let's go scavenging. The left and right engine of the ship should be useful.
Alright, but there's coolant leaking everywhere, which makes it difficult to get to the engine cabin.
Indeed. To leave such a fantastic ship in such bad condition. What a waste. Well, maybe it was a big hassle for him, who knows. I found all sorts of devices here that can control the levitation bridges. Perhaps we can use them to pass the coolant safely.
Oh, so this purple shares the coolant, huh? Wonder. If I do that, I do this. Oh, it's still there. I guess it's just a way to go through. Strong biotoxics. Checking the mechanism on the side. Wah! Be careful, try again.
Huh? The levitation bridge was only there for a second before it disappeared.
Be right back. Okay. Using the mouse. I have a theory. I stepped forward, treading gently on the area where the bridge just appeared. I knew it. The levitation bridge is still there. We just couldn't see it.
Using light refraction to make things invisible to the naked eye. Not the most effective countermeasure against thieves if you ask me. But that's not a problem for us. We should be able to tell where the bridge is using our memory.
Why use memory? Just chuck shit on it. Oh, well, whatever. Yep. It's too damn hard. Successfully cleared.
Not this again, it's too easy.
Oh. Thank you kindly. Open 120 chests. Lower elevator. Raise elevator.
Found it. This is the engine of the ship.
Brony took out a wrench, skillfully detached a component the size of my fist from a tangle of torn wires, and tossed it into my hands.
Don't drop it.
Just this?
That's the engine's energy core. I can use this bad boy to boost your ship by 30% at minimum. Guaranteed. Alright, let's head to the other side.
Disassembling. Complete 9 side missions. Why is this shit still here? Let's go up. Oh. Hey, Delta. What the hell's so clacky? Is that the space bar? What the fuck? The room's door was slightly ajar, and the rhythmic striking of a keyboard came from the inside. It's like typewriter 2.0. No, that is a typewriter. Sounds like, looks like a challenger has appeared. The keystrokes hastened, only to stop abruptly. The only sound left in the room was a sigh of relief.
So the Dark Lord is nothing more than this.
Impressive. I entered the dimly lit room and joined her. Sitting on the floor, it was clear she had noticed my arrival well before, yet her focus remained locked onto the screen's blinking cursor, slowly hovering over a new game.
You have some nerve coming here all alone. Aren't you afraid I might just tie you up? Don't forget we're enemies.
Well, you're free to do so, but I only came here to let you know that we're getting ready to leave. Have you made up your mind? Do you want to join us on our journey?
Who'd want to join you? Give me that thing.
I don't know what you're referring to.
You and him are a lot alike. All you do is make empty promises, and when confronted with an actually important question, you pretend like you don't know anything. Do I have to spell it out for you? I need your time-bending robot.
You mean T?
Finally dropping the act, huh? I don't care if it's T, E, or any other letter of the alphabet. Just hand her over.
What do you want with T?
Who asked for your opinion? Don't act like we're all buddy-buddy. Remember, I can end your life right here and now.
You don't tell me what you're really looking to do. How can I trust handing over T to you? What if you use her to hurt others? You should know I'm not going to put others at risk to save myself, just to save myself.
Listen to yourself. Do you think talking like this makes you sound like some sort of video game hero?
If I'm being honest, yeah, a little bit.
What is it with all of you and this lame sense of humor you have? Fine. It's not like telling you is going to change anything. And it's because everything is just so boring around here. I want a story that's actually exciting. But every adventure ends up just evolving into a tedious game. Even you two are stuck in some completely cliché adventure. Saves the princess only to find the Dark Lord, and the adventurers share a common origin type of boring old storyline. What's wrong with the world's scriptwriters? Do they really think this counts as something unique?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not some mythic hero born out of some cosmic egg or whatever.
Right, so just hand over T to me. It has the ability to anchor to a specific point in time, allowing for a kind of reset, right? So it's just like playing a game, being able to save, load, and replay until things work out how I want them to. For example, next time, I could make you the princess and have her be the adventurer. Eventually, you both would come to realize that you're essentially rescuing yourselves. That'd be a lot of fun.
No surprise, she treats everything like it's a game. Just like her to do that, but if the point you want to rewind to doesn't work.
What are you talking about?
She cut me off mid-thought and the air got cold. She was beginning to sound more than a bit annoyed. After a brief moment of hesitation, I decided to continue with the conversation. In the collection room, I came across some items that recorded a story. Lilia. The adventurer fought tooth and nail to protect the princess, but the princess offered up her own life in a bid to rescue the adventurer, who was near death.
Shut up.
And the name of the adventurer is Rosalia. Bang. Before the last syllable could fully escape my lips, I felt my face being forcefully pressed and smooshed into the ground. All I could hear was her hysterical tirade.
Shut up! Listen to me, idiot! What are you talking about? Who is this Dark Lord you want
to defeat so badly?
I told you to shut up. You just appear out of nowhere and now you think you're the hero of this game, huh? You and her too. Can't NPCs like you just be a bit more self-aware? This is my game, and I'm the adventurer here. The only reason I'm still playing along with you is because I'm searching for a key item to advance the main storyline. So I'll ask you again, where is that robot?
I don't know. She's not on my ship, but we can search for her together.
Do I have to come into your ship and look for her myself? You jerk, all of you are a bunch of jerks.
Finally understand who the Dark Lord you want to kill is. And it sounds like she deserves to live more than you do.
What nonsense are you talking about? Just give me what I'm looking for already.
Killing your past self is simply impossible. T can't actually reset time. What she can do is anchor to a specific point and conduct consciousness mapping. You knew about this all along, didn't you? Yet you're still willing to help her, simply because if there's something in the game you can't beat, then the game doesn't end. And that gives you a chance for redemption, right?
Knock it off. Stop talking nonsense. You don't know anything about me.
But even if you were to go back to the beginning and erase all the mistakes, it still wouldn't make it a perfect story. Dying can't shoulder any responsibility. It's living that does. She entrusted you with the chance to live on, the desire to protect her sister. That's what older sisters do.
Hey, I never said I was going to die. Why are you getting so worked up? Have you ever considered that your assumption might be wrong?
Then go with us. It's time to start a new game.
Seriously, why do you talk so much? Do you all just love meddling in others' affairs? Don't tell me you think I don't understand. I don't know where you're conjuring up all these imaginative speculations from, but let me tell you, I don't want to go back to any past or kill any past version of myself. What I desire is endless and thrilling adventures with countless Dark Lords and dragons to be conquered. I need to keep fighting, because only through this, I can truly feel that she's still here, fighting side by side with me. This is what I've been promised, nothing more than that.
Her moves softened in sync with her tone. I looked up and saw her tail winding up around her right hand, gently brushing against her cheek.
I'm fine, don't worry. I just can't stand people who act all parental, casually speculating about others' motives, when it's actually far from the truth. Forget it. If that darn robot isn't here, then so be it. I have my own ship and I can still go searching. I can't stand being here for even another moment. I'm leaving immediately to start a new game, and I never want to see you few NPCs again. So now get out of my room.
I was grabbed and thrown out of the door slamming shut behind me with a heavy thud. Outside the wall, another person had been waiting for quite some time.
Did it make it?
Yeah.
How did you end up all beaten up like that? I thought Miss Kongming had taught you what to do.
Shut up. Seems we've overcomplicated things. She just wants to fight alongside her own tail.
Tail? That's not possible. I've been observing her tail in secret, and it shouldn't possess any form of self-awareness. Wait, I see now. I guess Miss Kongming's right. She has been holding on to the bitterness of not being able to protect her sister and wants to release that anger and regret through endless battles. However, she appears to be more mature than we initially assumed. If you put in some effort, there's a chance you could convince her to join us. But it seems she has her own plans, and there's no need for us to push it.
Yeah.
You two, what are you talking about in front of my door?
We're discussing what to have for dinner.
Stop wasting time on such trivial matters. Just take me to your ship now.
What happened?
I've just found out that my ship got stolen. Darn it. Someone took off without permission, and they've even cut off the signal between me and the ship.
Brony.
Must be those two little rascals. Don't let me catch you or you'll be dead.
She sprawled onto the ground, pounding it furiously with her tail, attempting to grab hold of her hand. With only her tail attempting to grab hold of her hand.
So, she changed her mind.
I guess so. Okay, it's the same stuff. Or is it? Yes, the same. Get out of here. Kasumi, we talk. This must be the place mentioned in that note. Why would Rita invite me here out of the blue and keep it such a secret? Huh? The shadow in the corner seemed to be creeping along, as though it were biding its time, ready to strike. I couldn't help but become vigilant and instinctively took a step back. Before I could react, the air around me began to tremble violently, and the cold, sharp kunai was already pressed against my neck. Again? How many blades are against his neck? So, it is you, Kasumi. The silence was heavy with hesitation. I had a vague sense that she had a lot to share, but didn't know where to start. Our silence lingered for a while. She finally spoke, with an air of self-loathing. How I am now. I can't even bring myself to kill you. Someone like me isn't worthy of any light. Her hand slipped from kunai limply. Even behind her mask, I could still feel the sorrow emanating from her. Do you like who you've become? This wasn't a question to which anyone would have an answer. It was a mixture of bitterness, self-mockery, and even despair, following a lengthy introspection with no clear solution. Despite this, when confronted with such an unexpected question, I found myself momentarily at a loss for words. And then... You should like who you've become, considering how so many people need you, but the moment you're no longer needed, doesn't that make your entire existence futile? Over the passing of countless ages, she forged herself into a sharp tool, all for the sake of being needed by someone. This was the only way she could feel a sense of purpose in her own existence. My existence is meant to fulfill her wishes. This body, this soul, were all bestowed upon me by her. Then why did she ask me to continue living when she left? Why can't I manage to do even that while continuing to live on without any shame? She kept talking to herself, posing questions to her own mind. For a moment I struggled to find any words of solace. All she needs is simply a guiding light to follow, something that makes her feel wanted. That way she can come to like the person she's become. But I can't be your light, and I don't need to. You're not merely an accessory to others. Your existence itself carries significance. Then perhaps you can enlighten me. What exactly is the significance of my existence? I don't know. I could sense a slight tremor in Kasumi's body. I quickly followed up. It might sound a bit far-fetched, but I'm really just like you. There's a weight I've been carrying since birth. With that weight, I embarked on a journey that was both long and enriching. If I learned anything from this journey, it's that you shouldn't let the weight you carry hold you back. You are yourself a unique individual. and you have every right to chase after your own aspirations. I believe that is what truly matters. But I have no aspirations left. That all vanished along with that person, never to be achieved. I see. Then, I reached out my hand to her. Kasumi, come with us. It doesn't matter if you're still unsure or don't know what you exist for. You're not just a fragment of anyone's aspirations. You're a whole and independent soul. Losing the hope you once had must have been incredibly painful for you. But starting today, you will have plenty of time to explore until you find just what it is you really want. Is this something you need? Sure. No. It's something I want you to want. Oh. Without need, it's just wants. Tears finally broke free from beneath her mask, trickling down her neck and finding their way into her intricate battlesuit. Wait, what? Have you forgotten we're enemies? Don't say stuff like that to me. You might give me the wrong impression. That I finally found my own light. Time slipped away as we shared a profound silence caught between light and dark. Just have Callan show her the way. Alright, let's go through.
Captain, do you remember how we passed the flooded area when we were headed for the bridge earlier?
Sure. There must have been a leak somewhere. Otherwise, how could you explain all the water?
Brony scanned the area and pinpointed the leaking spot to be near the deck. She also noticed that there was something stored deep in there. However, there appeared to be an energy barrier on the exterior that prevented Brony from proceeding further with the scan.
A barrier? Is it trying to protect something?
No idea, but I can't deny that I'm a little intrigued. Should we head back to the deck and check it out?
Absolutely. Let's go. Anyway... Oh. Reset. Oh wait. I was right the first time, but... Oh well, whatever. Looks like I'm gonna have to open that door first. Okay, what's it there? The room my head is too high up. Gotta find a way to push this thingy over there. Well, you come out here first. That reminds me. Couldn't I have done it here? Yeah, I could have. I don't need to open the thing. Here we go. Alright. Let's reset this one as well. Oh, reset artillery position. Obtain artillery controls. Take clockwise, rotate clockwise. 2. Push. Nice. Oh, how many times am I gonna have to push it? Wait, what? It's not going any further. Oh, whatever. We made it. Too far from the base. Artillery. Whatever. Alright. Should do. Huh. Gotta get over there, huh? Ah, one of these sliding puzzles. Alright. Okay. What's this? Close. Oh. Oh, crap. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, locks me in. If I do it here... Nah. Won't be able to get anywhere. Oh. Oh, dang it. Thought I closed it. Can I swim to this chest, actually? Very good. Okay. Close. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and bam. Oh, wow. A rickety ship that's full of dangers as always. The battle? I thought it was just a chest.
皆の者、出陣よ。時間です。
What's this? Oh, it's everything.
完了。お待たせいたしました。
So why'd I do that?
Found it. This is the leaking spot, no doubt about it.
So it's the water tank. No wonder there's so much water.
It doesn't look like a leak to me, Captain. See that crack over there? That seems cautiously inflicted.
I agree. The puncture is too smooth to have occurred naturally. But if this was an intentional act of sabotage, was it done by that guy? But why?
Maybe it has something to do with what he wishes to protect. Let's keep looking.
Alright. Reaching out my hand, I fished a transparent little ball out of the water. The outer shell shattered with a soft pop, like a translucent bubble, exposing the red cassette tape inside. A cassette? Maybe we can listen to it on the bridge.
Okay.
I assume I'm speaking to the captain of Hyperion.
That's the ferryman. Another underhanded trick of his.
Oh, that's the ferryman talking, okay. He predicted that I'd find my way here. So you've done it. After struggling for an eternity, you finally found a path for me. No, for yourself. Thank you. It may sound hypocritical for me to say this, but I'm something of a coward, waiting for someone to bring my own wishes to fruition. Therefore, I'd appreciate it if you could clear up one last mess for me. At the bottom of the sink, there is a record of all the worlds to which all the ether anchors in my hands belong. Take them back home. For me. The recording stopped abruptly, as if a blocked floor drain was suddenly unclogged. The water level declined rapidly, exposing a fall at the bottom.
It's been waiting for us the entire time.
Hauling those 8 anchors around may be a bad idea, though.
So, have you made your decision?
Yes. Just so we're clear, I'm not cleaning up the ferryman's mess. I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do.
I know. That's always been the basis for all your decisions. It's what's gotten us this far. I will always stand by you, Captain.
Right back at you, combing. Let's head back. There's nothing left for us here.
Okay.
A leaky deck? Oh boy. Oh yeah, I think there's nothing left. Alright, is there like an easy way back? I guess it's this way. Guess here? No, actually I can't go there because I need more stamina. Swimming stamina. Hey brony.
Phew, there are quite a few intriguing things on this ship. I'll take them along and study them in detail. Upon closer inspection, your ship could use a system update.
Thank you.
Huh? What a sudden politeness. Truth be told, my motivation for all this is driven mostly by curiosity. Helping you is merely a side effect of that curiosity, so you can take it as a given. However, it seems all these matters have reached a conclusion, haven't they? You found the person you sought and all the Teresa's have returned to their respective worlds. So it's time to go on a vacation.
Of course. Let's find a peaceful place and take a good rest for a while. Perhaps we can even indulge in the tranquility of rural life?
Sounds good, but the thing I'm most eager to do is find a chance to go back for a visit.
Ah, Teriri. Nsiora. Go back. Are you referring to the Ark City you mentioned before?
Exactly. I can provide you with the coordinates for Ark City. You should be able to send me back there, right?
Sure. Once you're ready, we'll set sail for Ark City.
After going through so much, the day I left feels like it was just yesterday. Why did I plunge into this sea back then? Was it to witness the vast world outside, to push my limits, or to prove that I'm a hacker rather than a waiter?
Can you be both?
Or was it simply because I didn't know how to express my feelings to her, so I chose to stay away?
Brony's gaze was fixed on the boundless expanse of stars beyond the ship, as if she were extracting a long-buried emotion from within and savoring it repeatedly.
Sorry for suddenly spewing out so many overly sentimental words. Just consider it as me rambling for no reason. But in a nutshell, I miss them. I miss Yora. I miss Teresa from my world, and even miss the nostalgic rowdy shouts in the bar.
You guys will have a lot to share.
Honestly, I haven't quite sorted out what to say. This all surfaced so unexpectedly, much like after a wearying workout when you crave a hearty meal but haven't settled on what to eat. Teresa would probably hug me so tightly that she'd cry with joy, wouldn't she? Sierra, on the other hand, would likely just toss out a few sarcastic remarks. Both she and I, well, expressing feelings to one another isn't our strong suit. So I plan to take Teresa out for some shopping, help Sierra with the bar's trivial tasks, and then...
She paused, then spread her hand toward the sky, as if carefully choosing her words for an important commitment.
If it's possible, I'd like to take them with me and explore the vast expanse of stars beyond the Ark City.
Take them with them. Take them with her, of course.
The starry sky beyond Ark City shines brightly and stretches far, yet it's far from unreachable.
Did I miss anyone? I don't think so. I think they're all along the straight path. So if I keep going down... might be able to see more. Time is ticking. What? Oh, well, there's nothing here, so let's go through the door. Oh. Investigate. A handful of embers were kept in a delicate canister surrounded by 12 air circulators continuously supplying oxygen to it. Despite this surfeit of machinery, the embers were barely able to flicker. They were dimming by the second. Far from burning, they were dying out. It's bound to die out. Leave silently. What's this? Asked Rita. What is this?
Just some embers of the past, Captain Summer. Nothing special.
These devices are keeping them going.
Yes, Captain Summer. They are almost non-combustible, and thus are too vulnerable to withstand even the lightest flutter of air. Therefore, the flow rate and purity of the oxygen supply must be kept under strict control. It's already a hard-won miracle that they can still flicker once in a while.
Why not add some firewood then?
Then the embers would almost certainly be extinguished the moment the balance in the canister was broken.
With meticulous care, I'm sure they will once again be rekindled. She instinctively wanted to shake her head, but seemed to realize something had stretched her lips into a resigned yet gratified smile.
It isn't a surprise coming from you. You're surely a gentle soul, Captain Summer. In fact, those embers burning inside are the remains of an ether anchor. If anything, the reason they're still there is that they have sentimental value. There are many things we humans are powerless to change. Even the addition of firewood could not prevent these embers from eventually dying out. Despite our efforts, all we're really doing is delaying the inevitable. All we can do is look back fondly on our impulsiveness and stubbornness in the very beginning.
But that doesn't mean we should throw up our hands and give up.
Certainly not. We shouldn't give up no matter what. As long as there's still a flicker of light, hope will never go out entirely. It's that attitude that's gotten you here. You all are obstinate to a fault, although that's a surprise to no one. And even if the light was a glimmer in the darkest abyss, you'd still jump into it without hesitation.
Turning her head, Rita said no more, but her gaze lingered. The handful of embers flared up and quickly dimmed even more than before. Well, then a dying ether anchors, apparently. Is there something down here? Nope. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been here before. Well, but that portal's not activated. Oh shit. Okay, well, we have this. Oh, we have the controller here. Very nice. Can access. I couldn't go through here before, so now I can. I don't need to. What's this? Okay, what is this? Rotate clockwise. Oh, don't mind if I do. Investigate. What's this? What? There's something. Oh. Did I read something? No. Yellowish pages lie underneath the beautiful cover of the notebook. Perusal revealed it was full of someone's notes. Note 1, alright. How long has my observation of this world gone on? 1,344 days? Or was it 1,345? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I don't have time for the past. I must be ready to embrace the immediate future. The ground is another 70 meters closer to 7 centimeters closer to the sky, and the radius of the sky's scar above the western sanctuary has also widened by 4 centimeters thanks to that guy. The bright arm of the pointer has completely pierced through the sky's scar. It appears that the pointer has once again discovered this world. The next great purge should take place in 7 months at the latest. The ether anchor is barely hanging on. I must find a way to repair the sky before the pointer arrives. Hyperion, let us set sail once again. Take me out of this world and to other worlds. Among all other worlds, there is bound to be one that can help me close the sky's scar and return my world to its former splendor. And only then will I be able to provide a home for everyone. I know I can. As expected, every world is minuscule in scale. Instead of tunnels connecting one world to another, there is only a boundless sea. In this vast expanse, the worlds are akin to fragile bubbles that can be easily popped. Yeah, that's how I imagine them too. The seawater is gnawing away at the borders of the bubble. That's why our world is growing smaller and has even begun to crack. This is where the pointers, the predators of the sea, come from. I have been traversing this sea with Hyperion for 4 months now, and we still haven't found an intact world. They have all either perished or are on the brink of perishing. Will every world meet the same sordid end? No, that can't be. I cannot allow fictional concepts like fate to weaken my resolve. I will provide a home for everyone. I'm sure of it. The arrival of Pointer is nigh. I must go back. I will prove to them that humans are not puny insects meant for their amusement. I will protect everything. I will banish each and every god that brings catastrophe upon us. I will provide a safe home for everyone. I know I can. So there's a mysterious force in the Sea of Quanta called the Pointer that's popping these bubbles. Note 3. The pointer has come. The Sky Scar was unable to escape its fate of being torn asunder. After 1,521 days, the pointer descended upon this world for the second time. It was much worse than the first time. The Western Sanctuary was reduced to a wasteland in the blink of an eye, while the artificial sea evaporated clean in half a day. Fortunately, we were prepared. The majority of people have already been evacuated to the northern and eastern sanctuaries, so there were no casualties. Nevertheless, the pointer is still looming large over us. I must harness the ether anchor's power before the pointer reaches the sanctuaries. The percentage of world destroyed has increased from 97.7% to 98%. Meanwhile, the size of the bubble universe has collapsed to 1/74th of its original size. The world is now small enough to be anchored by Hyperion and towed in the sea. At this rate, this world is approximately 17 years away from total destruction. Even though I had defeated and imprisoned the pointer with the ether anchor's power, I didn't slow down the march of destruction in the slightest. He defeated and imprisoned the pointer. Now only burning the remaining ether anchor can sustain this world, but it won't be long before it burns out. Is it really true that not a single world can escape perishing, as long as it belongs to the sea? No, I can't give up yet. There has to be a way. I will find a way. Come on, Hyperion. Let's take this world with us on our next journey. I can do it. I know I can. I closed the notebook and put it back in its place, as if it hadn't been touched. So I'm not going to address it, On the shelf in front of me was a notebook with a strange crystal fragment. This is an ether anchor, isn't it?
Yes, it is. This ether anchor has its own name, and may have history with that ninja. I presume there are entries regarding it in that notebook?
Read the notes. The plans have gone smoothly lately. Path of Preta. Is that the name you gave this ether anchor? With its ability to temporarily tear space, we are one step closer to eternity. But we're still on a tight schedule. Even if I group together all the ether anchors we've collected, still not enough to completely anchor the bubble universe. In order to reach eternity, we need more than the necessary amount of ether anchors. We need an opportunity. An opportunity to tow the bubble clusters and create colossal waves in the sea. I'll then ride those waves and return to the world, to the hometown of eternity. Before that moment comes, however, I must be prepared for all eventualities. Thus, I'm in urgent need for more ether anchors, more predators, and more companions. Fate is like a black hole, pitilessly devouring every ray of light. Does that mean the need for light is actually a curse? What a cruel yet precise description. Every word, in the end, bears the same sinister curse. If our fate consists of nothing but doom and gloom, then I'll be the only light in the dark. I will lead you all to a brave new world. All the blood and tears we shed for that moment. I can do it. Activated. Not entirely knowing why, I held up my hand, and after an eerie glow from the fragment, a portal appeared in front of us.
This ether anchor seems to be capable of distorting space. The road to the next collectible has opened. Let's move on.
Oh, that was him. You see the anchor seems to be capable of distorting space. The road to the next collectible is open. Let's move on.
Yes, Captain Summer.
Push. J.
Hell yeah.
There was a gigantic broken cow horn with text carved on it, which depicted the fall of a world. Monument number 1. The sky broke open into a gaping hole, and torrential rain poured down. Billowing waves devoured our city's whole, and the disciples of gods wreaked havoc on earth. The ground subsided. Skyscrapers crumbled. Mountains were sundered. As the end times scourged our entire world, someone reached out to us. I recognize that ship. It is the Titanic ship that travels the skies, the holy ark that sails across the apocalypse. I haven't met that person, but I know it must be the legendary Noah. As I've read in the books, Noah dispelled the rainstorm so the sun could shine once more. The birds held olive branches in their beaks, while the children presented willow crowns. We danced and celebrated, awaiting the next sunrise. It rained again, incessantly, day after day, year after year. This time, even Noah was powerless to stop it. Arable land became increasingly scarce, and the seeds we planted could hardly sprout. Every single day, people were dying of starvation and other misfortunes. Therefore, Noah gave the willow crown back to us. Here, a fantastic power shielded us from the downpour. When the sea cities rose anew, Noah made a promise to us. All we had to do was wait for the return of the ark. It'll take all of us to the new world. Eventually, the giant horns of the evil bull punctured the fragile barrier, and seawater came rushing in. Our cities were doomed, utterly drowned. One by one, the people around me were claimed by the waves. I was prepared to succumb to the same fate, but that person snatched me from the jaws of death yet again. Why do you cry? You are not to be blamed for any of this. Anchor, bubble universe, sea of quanta, destruction. I don't understand, but please don't apologize. Our world should have been destroyed long ago, but you instilled hope in all of us. We have always believed that you will one day find a new world and create a paradise where everyone can live in eternal bliss. So please, take it. Take the anchor of our world and everything else with you. Your wish is our wish. Hopefully the remains of our world will nourish a new one. Even if you are not the fabled Noah, even if you are just a ferryman on the sea, I believe nothing can stop you from accomplishing this, because you have always been our hero. Finish reading. There is a point to reading all this, right? Several beautifully made badges were lying on the shelf. Leaning in closer, I could see that every one of them was carved with a different pattern. Do these badges intrigue you, Captain Summer? I was actually the one who came up with the initial design. Interesting. Could you fill me in on their histories? Of course. These badges belong to those who used to or currently reside on this ship. Which badge do you want me to tell you about first? Check out badge number 1. At first glance, a purple badge stood out to me. Its floral carvings reminded me instantly of Rita. Is this yours? Yes. Given that I had designed them, I had the first pick of the litter. Check out badge 2. A fiery red badge with a familiar little robot engraved on it, whose iron fists were aimed at a burning meteor. This badge belongs to a great doctor, whom we have to thank for the majority of devices on this ship. Tesla. Not even the brightest star in the universe can hold a candle to her intellect. It was she who developed a robot capable of anchoring a specific time point and mapping consciousness based on Hyperion's consciousness mapping function. This all sounds awfully familiar. When she maximized the efficiency of consciousness mapping, she also discovered its side effect. It would leave residual memories. Therefore, she strictly prescribed the use of consciousness mapping. Before the ferryman, it was impossible not to use it to save some things. The doctor found the ferryman mapping consciousness in secret. Though she could relate to his anguish, she could not condone these experiments. In an attempt to negate the side effect, the doctor carried out numerous secret experiments, but eventually she was lost in the plethora of residual memories and fell into an eternal slumber. By the time we found her, there was only a little robot narrating everything in her tone of voice. Could she have left the robot behind as a contingency measure? Potentially. She almost certainly knew that she couldn't make it, so she imbued the robot with part of her persona beforehand. This was her last failsafe, said the last resort for the ferryman. That robot is T, right? Rita nodded, confirming my suspicion. T for Tesla. So it was the ferryman who left T to me. But why would he help me? I can't even begin to ascertain the intricacies of his mind. Perhaps it was because he had already lost faith and felt there was a way to avoid the inevitable. But if they had never believed in it from the beginning, they had no right to comment on the possibility of success. You're right, Captain Summer. That's why you're more deserving of the chance. The chance to protect the others. Check out badge number 3. A sky blue badge with a bowl of instant noodles engraved on it. She was a free spirit, but seeing freedom was no more caused her to leave. She had quit fighting since then, for she had lost the reason to fight. I'm sure you can imagine what she was like. She was a spirit who fought to liberate those oppressed by the mountain god. In her last battle, she was forced to choose between saving the lives of thousands and recovering an ether anchor. In the end, she chose to save those innocent lives while the ferryman recovered the ether anchor by force. She couldn't comprehend what the ferryman was after, whereas he could not tolerate her sympathy. Thus, she returned this badge to us and parted ways with us. Check out badge number 4. A light blue badge with a black and white 4-leaf clover engraved on it. At some point in time, 3 of its leaves were defaced. She came with everything, but left with nothing. The owner of this badge was innocent and kind-hearted. A truly sensitive soul. So great was her luck that she saved us from danger every time. Of the first 3 companions, she was the last and clashed most fiercely with the ferryman. At that time, we encountered a giant flower-like monster in the Sea of Quanta. The ferryman insisted on capturing it alive, and multiple bubble universes were devastated as a result. She became as a woman possessed, bellowing and even attacking the ferryman, all in the hope of activating the ship's railgun to put an immediate end to the beast. But I stopped her. She was forced to fight tooth and nail. Many bubble universes lay in shambles, but she was able to protect 3 of them. In the end, she left battered and bruised. As for her badge, she left it here. Not long after that, the ferryman asked me to leave the ship too. I haven't returned since. I'm positive that he was afraid of losing the last companion, so he pushed you away. Perhaps. It could also be why the ferryman did the same thing to you, Captain Summer. Me? Rita ignored my question and continued.
Is he also afraid of remembering that his initial wish had only been to provide a home for everyone?
Check out badge number 5. A red and blue badge with a rabbit engraved on it. It's Rosalia and Lilia Delta.
This badge belongs to an adorable child. Despite her young age, she has a lot of secrets in her eyes. I know next to nothing about her story. If you ever have the chance, ask her to tell. One thing I'm certain of is that she's much more mature than everyone takes her for, having long shouldered a great deal of responsibilities.
Badge number 6 should be Kasumi. A white badge engraved with a cherry blossom, grafted onto the branch in its center. Born a vessel, but given the fate of a human.
Her light died out long ago. She saw herself as a tool, but needed to find the meaning of living as a human. As for why she boarded this ship, I suppose it wasn't because she had found a new light, but she still felt lost.
I finished looking. Okay, those I don't know 2 of them, I think. The light blue ones. Oh well. A round-edged cube was placed on the stand. It seemed oddly thin. Something about it felt familiar. It resembled the consciousness mapping launcher on Hyperion, but without the smiling girl and strange writings. What's this?
Sorry, but I'm not entirely sure. I only heard that it links to another world inside itself.
There are things you don't know. Walk away, get closer and examine it. Yeah. Even Rita was clueless about this object. This sense of mystery inexorably drew me closer to it. All of a sudden, it emitted a blinding white light which enveloped my vision and mind. Flashbang. Huh?
Control has been transferred to the captain.
What happened? Did I trigger some kind of mechanism?
Phew! The ship is finally good to go again. You're now free to sail to any place you wish.
Where am I?
You're welcome. This ship was made specially for you. When you press the start button, the journey will begin. Despite my wish to travel with you and to watch more stories unfold, I am sorry that I can't accompany you as I still have matters to attend to. I snuck out just to leave you this message. Well then, that's about all I have to say. Bon voyage. If you ever miss me, just listen to the ship's system notifications.
Before I could came up with a response, the girl in front of me dissipated into thin air. That voice is achingly familiar. This place must be Hyperion. Though it appears much newer than it was in my memory. I could never mistake this bridge for anywhere else.
Welcome to Hyperion, Captain. Awaiting instructions.
Exit navigation mode. Probably best to turn it off before I can work out what's happening. With another flash of blinding light, I was back in the collection room.
Captain, are you alright? You haven't moved an inch since you laid your eyes on this item.
I'm fine, it's just... Never mind. I think I understand what this thing does now. It reproduces past memories. Look over there. It's us, from a moment ago. Holy shit, that was long. Can I actually get over there? No. Well, The best way to do that is to go somewhere else and try to find a missing component. Or we could get something to lay over them. Oh, yeah. Fucking blocks. We arrived in a field where a man, wearing a bamboo hat, was basking in the sun. As soon as he saw us, he walked over.
Hi, how do you do? Hi, what's with that stare? Oh, don't mind me, I'm just a bit excited. Excited? Exactly, I'm really hyped up. If you don't mind me asking, you're not from around here, are you? That's right. I mean, no, we're definitely locals here. Don't even think about scamming us. Forget it, Siren. Look at us. We're not exactly blending in here.
Indeed, the man was plainly dressed, and the house behind him was as humble as one of those ancient buildings that I've seen in history books. Hello there. We hail from a place across the river.
Oh, right. So my grandfather, great-grandfather, and great-great-great-grandfather we were right. Our duty was true all along.
What about your great-great-grandfather?
What's going on? What's going on with him? What's all the fuss about?
It's as if he has achieved the biggest success of his life.
How terrifying. What kind of duty did his ancestors task him with? Sorry about that. I lost myself for a while there. I'm actually quite the serious man. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the son of the 7th village head, and this is the Lakeshore Village. For now, I'm in charge of all things big and small around here. And now, I'd like to welcome you to Lakeshore Village. Welcome, welcome. Feel free to stay as our esteemed guest. Hold on. When did we even agree to become guests here? You're here already. Surely it won't hurt if you drop by and enjoy our passionate hospitality, right? Why, we even have some finger-licking local food here. He's not trying to peddle some local goods to us, is he?
Actually, I'm a bit hungry.
Indeed, I seldom had a decent meal while being in prison for so many years.
Watch what you say. I delivered your food as fast as I could every time. To be honest, she does not look like Kellen at all. Not even a bit.
Oh, you mean the dark smudge of a dish that's impossible for anyone to figure out what it is?
It's not like I ever had to eat those kinds of food. I'll learn how to cook, I promise. Was it just me, or was she stealing glances at me while she said that? Oh, belly button. Alright. We've all been through a long day. Let's have a rest in the village.
Agreed.
I'm fine with it.
Alrighty, please follow me.
The place appeared quite barren. Upon our arrival, a scrawny old dog by the entrance stood up, teetering and growling in a hoarse voice from its parched throat. The child led us through the field and into his home. A moment later, he prepared a table full of sumptuous dishes for us.
Make yourself at home. Eat whatever you want.
Time to eat.
Time to eat. Siren, can't you at least watch your table manners? Leave me alone. Take it easy. The food's not going anywhere.
Thank you for preparing such a nice meal for us.
Just doing as my father taught me. Besides, I should be the one thanking you all. Ever since the very first village head, who also happens to be my ancestor, led everyone to the settle here, we've been living in this place for several hundred years.
I see. Then did any of you ever leave this place during this period?
Not at all. As recorded in our history, many monsters lurk outside the village, which is why for the past centuries, we've never interacted with outsiders, nor have we ventured beyond the village.
Right. Certainly isn't safe outside the village.
But how would we know if we never go out there and see for ourselves? After all, people always say, seeing is believing. My great-grandfather once told me, one day we'll lead everyone into the outside world. That is our family's duty. So you invite us for a meal so we can get you guys out of here? Not at all. I'm not that calculative. I just want to bond in baby steps before I can officially ask for a favor. This is more than just my family's duty. It's now a necessity, so I truly hope you can help me. Even worse, the land in the village has become increasingly barren, and our harvests have dwindled. Now the crops we gather are barely enough to keep everyone fed.
Yet you're having this lavish meal for us. Then this feast.
Honestly, this is already the best food we can offer right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I ate a bit too much. Don't worry about it. We've saved up plenty of food. It's enough to last us until the next harvest. But if we can't find a way out of here, we'd run out of food sooner or later. Then seems like you urgently need to find a way out. What can we do for you? Here's the situation. The path leading out of the village had collapsed a long time ago, and remains blocked to this day. So first, we need to activate the old cannon that our ancestors left behind to blast the road open. The ammo was originally stored in a warehouse, which had been abruptly taken over by hordes of monsters. I can't even get close to the warehouse, let alone get the ammo.
So first we need to wipe out the monsters, get the ammo, then launch the cannon to blast out a path.
That's the gist of it. Can I count on you for your help?
Human, are we helping him? Let's do it. Take it as a returning favor for this feast.
Very well. I'll follow your lead. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cannonballs are stored in a warehouse in the northern mountain.
Load. The cannon seems to be functional, there's no ammunition. Bop, 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 bop. What's with these? Are those potatoes? What the hell? Investigate. Place the items claimed in inventory. Gunpowder shell. A gunpowder shell that has sat for many years. Somehow it still works. Gosh, they're heavy. Fire! Oh. There we go. The way is clear. As we passed through the narrow and long passage, the road suddenly began to widen.
We're finally here. Although I've never been here before, my guy's telling me that this is it, the path to the outside world.
Who are you?
Hey, Siren, this person looks a bit like you, don't you think? Absolutely, definitely not. Not in a single bit. I'm not that barbaric looking.
And I certainly am not the type to throw a tantrum like that. Children these days are so immature.
You.
That appearance. Then tell me, you're water djinn.
So you're not that ignorant.
I knew it. But why is there a water djinn in every bubble universe? And why is your appearance and personality always exactly the same?
This is why humans are such fools.
Or fools.
I am a creation of nature, and my divinity is beyond human comparison. My eternal, unchanging form symbolizes an unparalleled, dignified quality.
So in other words, you were mass-produced.
Outrageous! Don't you dare compare me to wholesale instant noodles at the supermarket. Are you itching for a fight?
No, my bad. It was just a slip of the tongue. We're just passing by and we're come in peace.
Passing by? What, do you think my home is a park? Looks like you need a lesson. Wait, stay away. My, you sure have your share of subordinates. Then I'll start with you. Leave it to me. Monsters, that's scary.
Enter Batol. Seems like a water djinn exists in every world. Prepare. Wait, was I supposed to... I think I could select Luna. No. Oh well. Worth a try.
She's not even using the skin. Had enough? Or are you still itching for more? No. Very well, let's call it a day. It's been too long since I've had such a sport. My legs are getting sore. By the way, what were you all doing here? Oh, there? We just want to get across and leave this place. Leave? I'm afraid that's impossible. That's what I've been living here for, to prevent anyone from leaving. Huh? Why? Because it's dangerous outside. Many years ago, a man who looks much like you begged me not to let anyone out. Man who looks like me? Impossible. No one ever has been here before. That would be my great-grandfather, who's also your...
bulky farmer. That would be my great-grandfather, who's also your great-great-grandfather. So this is the farmer.
What? Father? Why are you here?
I didn't think you'd come so far, but I guess I can't hide it anymore. Frankly, both the block road and the monsters at the warehouse were part of a deal made by your great-great-grandfather and Miss Jin here.
Ah, so that's why I didn't say great-great-grandfather. Yeah, see?
You mean this great-great-grandfather blocked the road on purpose?
That's right. That person told me the outside world is filled with danger. Let's keep everyone in this secluded paradise and keep life simple and safe. He gave me this comfy abode, and in return, I continued to help him.
But of course, it's not impossible to actually leave. He told me that if those who desire to leave have their parents' permission, then I won't have to stop them. And since both father and son are here, why don't you sort this out among yourselves? Then I object.
Father, what's going on? No, this can't be real.
Son, it's for your own good. You must have heard the story. There were 2 girls who snuck out of the village before. In the end, they never returned. There's a Yai Sakura and Yai Rin.
No, you're the one who told me since I was a little kid that I should leave, to see how big the outside world is, and to build my own life out there. Why are you stopping me right here? When I've finally reached a path that leads me further. You're my final obstacle. Father.
Generations of our family have lived this way. Your father told me the same thing back then. Instead of going out for the unknown, it's better to stay in the village where at least we can take care of you.
I've grown up. I can take care of myself, and I don't want to follow your footsteps.
Son, I don't want to stand against you, but it's only when you've experienced a life of hardship that you truly appreciate those peaceful days you had at home.
How can I figure out which life I really want before I experience it?
I know, but you're not ready yet, son. Right now, you're just being led by your impulsiveness. Have you come up with a plan about what to do, how to survive, or even who you want to be when you leave here?
I don't know.
Being impulsive is part of our growth, but you have to be responsible for every decision you make. You have every right to pursue what you want. Sometimes pain makes people grow. You should be brave and make your own decisions. Maybe the outside world isn't as pleasant as you imagine. There'll be monsters and challenges. But you will only flourish if you overcome all those obstacles. I did regret leaving home once, for my willfulness had caused many tragedies. But I wouldn't have met these humans if I were still in my cage. Whether it's sticking with status quo or venturing out, either choice will leave you with unamenable regrets. We will always constantly find ourselves in one dilemma after another. But if you think that you won't be lost as long as you avoid making decisions, then you'll only be deceiving yourself. It's only when we give things a try that we truly understand what we want. I can't make a decision now, but I think I understand. Father, I'll go home with you, but I hope that when I'm ready, you won't stop me from going to the outside world. I've thought it through. I want to be an agricultural scientist and solve the food problems in our village. For this purpose, I'll start by acquiring some basic knowledge and ensure I can stand on my own 2 feet. After that, I'll venture outside to seek wisdom from those who are more knowledgeable. Good. Honestly, if you told me that you had a specific plan in mind, then I wouldn't have stopped you. The old man pulled out a backpack from behind him. It contained the boy's clothing, food supplies, and assorted tools.
Father, you packed this for me? You want me out that badly?
Yes, I thought that this day would come. You've cleared all the tests and this is your first time you fought so hard on something. But I guess you still have some ways to go.
Father, I was too impulsive.
Mortajin, please give way. I believe he will make the right decisions at the right time and build his own independent life.
Now you want me to give way? Fine, whatever. I was thinking about moving anyways.
In that case, will we meet yet another you in the future?
Why, you're such a pain. Just shut it. I don't want to see you again. Hey, that's my line. I told you, they really are like...
That's all, we should get going. Thank you for your hospitality. No, I should be thanking you for getting this trouble off my chest.
Bye. Come back anytime.
Net to Chan on the side.
can finally see the outside world.
Well. Seems like this place is done. But Sapphire. Alright, let's go. Hello. Have you heard about the vampire? Do you feel like joining our Vampire Urban Legend Press? We've got all the latest scoops on the vampires. By the way, did you know that the vampire hid some treasures in the city? Not this again. Someone's actually digging up news stories about vampires. What do you have?
So you're interested? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the president of this press. Do you want to join us? We're all about getting the inside scoop on the vampires.
I'll have to think about it. What if you're lying to me?
Too bad. Actually, I got three clues left behind by the vampire. Come on, give it a try. Vampire legends are so fascinating. Take it. You're gonna have a blast. I'll give you 2 amusement park tickets if you can uncover some real tea about these vampires.
Amusement park tickets. Alright then, I'll go and take a look. I got this info so easily. Let's check it out. The clue says that eerie shadows flicker at night. Turns out that these are just a few black cats that make themselves at home here. The clue says that there are blood spots, which were just droppings from overripe raspberries. Wait, what's that tangled around the branch? Is that cat hair? Hey, did you find anything? Were my clues useful? Oh, it's a man. Shit. Nothing. This vampire legend is just a baseless rumor. Maybe something to these legends. I found something unusual, yeah. You did? Yes, I found something the vampire left behind. A strand of its hair. Wonderful! That means I was right about this photo. These past few days weren't in vain after all. Thanks for letting me know. You can have these 2 amusement park tickets. Man gave me the 2 tickets and skipped off in elation. Amusement park ticket. Humble World is now open. Ferris wheels, dancing machines, and any rides you can imagine. Admission by ticket only. We're going to Humble World. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Can we get in?
Sure, I have tickets.
Really?
There may really be vampires in the park now. I flaunted the park tickets before her. Her eyes lit up and she raised her hands to get the tickets. I raised them higher and she stood on tiptoes in an attempt to reach them. Aren't we about the same height now?
You've become a bit too comfortable teasing me. I've never seen what an amusement park ticket looks like.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. Here.
Yay!
She beamed from ear to ear, resembling a small child who had just gotten the best Christmas present, and she observed the ticket.
It's beautiful. I bet there's a whole lot of stuff we can do in the amusement park. Can we head in now?
Of course. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes. Share a ticket and the gate should open. What's this? A lot of other tasks show the puzzle. Oh, so easy. So easy. All right. Solve the puzzle. Food. Chapter XL. What are you doing standing there? Buy a balloon? Let's try the other attractions and buy the balloon later. Dancing machine is activated. 3, 2, 1. Error. Wait, what? Done. Give me the balloon. The carousel in the park slowly spun amidst the sounds of cheerful nursery rhymes and children's laughter. From atop the slowly ascending Ferris wheel, people peeked out curiously in the distance. The roller coaster plunged amid a chorus of exhilarated screams. Never had I felt this blissful and relaxed. It had nothing to do with the amusement park rides, but had everything to do with the delighted face of the girl beside me. Despite her having matured since I first met her, at this moment, she seemed more like a child than ever.
Ah, that must be the teacup ride I've seen before in books. It looks fun.
Perhaps childlike isn't the right word to describe her, but that's how I thought of her. But I couldn't let her know that's what I thought.
Is that a Ferris wheel? Let's go on that next. Oh, a roller coaster. I've never seen one in real life before. And check that out. Those things that are floating around. Are those balloons? Amazing.
Would you like one, miss?
Would you like one, miss? A pretty lady like yourself would look even finer with an eye-catching balloon. Buy one, get one free. How about one for you and your friend?
Or a boyfriend. Luna looked at me with wide-eyed anticipation. For a moment, I was too captivated to respond.
Are we not getting them?
Of course we are. Let's get some. I fished out the coins I had won earlier and handed them to the child by the balloon stall. I'll take a red one and a yellow one.
Thank you. But shouldn't you ask which color the lady prefers?
Oh, what do you think about these two, Luna?
I think they're great. I want the red one to begin with. The yellow one reminds me of Homo, which suits you perfectly. There you go. One red and one yellow, please. Sure thing. Coming right up.
The kid unhooked a red and yellow balloon from the stall and handed them over to us.
Be sure to hold them tight, or they'll fly away.
Okay. Hold them tight, huh?
I changed my mind. I want a yellow one instead.
Yep. Okay. Here you go. Before I had time to react, Luna had already exchanged her balloon for mine.
Hold on tight to it. Can't ever let go of it.
I won't ever let go of it again. I held the balloon string tightly with one hand and holding onto her hand with the other. The teacup ride eventually came to a stop, and the intercom informed the riders to exit.
Hey, can we take the teacup ride now? Let's get on. You promised.
Sure.
Then we'll head up the roller coaster and the carousel after, alright?
Of course. Now we have plenty of time, so we don't have to hurry. We can enjoy every single ride the park has to offer, and do everything we want to do. Now, let's keep going. We screamed on the roller coaster, cheered inside the arcade, sang on the spinning teacup ride, and argued over which flavor of ice cream to get. Just get all of them. On the Ferris wheel, shining under the starlight, I only noticed how late it had gotten when Luna leaned on my shoulder and began to doze off. I was exhausted, but also happier than I'd ever been. He said this out loud. Made the promise to go to Homeworld together. Okay, this place is finito. This place is just missing one. It's right there. I think I can get to it. Now that I've gotten so much upgrades. Swimming master now. No, still one short. Alright, not going there. So I'm done. Castle. Oh, castle has a few. Quite a few, actually. Oh, let's pop over here. Chest is open. It's just one chest. But dang it. What's down this way? Okay, it seems to be nothing here. Guess let's make our way over here then. Let's see, I can get from maybe there? Maybe? I could go down here. That requires a key. Don't have the key. I don't want to be stuck in this puzzle. Let's go back here. Hey, how you doing, Mary? The 3 chests before us were ornately decorated with metallic roses and adorned with small holes in red, blue, and green. They looked like chests that would contain the most precious treasures in a fairy tale.
Greetings. Are you here to unlock the treasured wish?
Just as I reached out to touch it, a white spectre suddenly darted out across my view, floating between me and the treasure chests. You are...
Greetings. My name is Mary, and I was appointed to guard these treasures for my master.
Master? Is she related to Luna?
Are you here to unlock the treasure chest, a treasured wish?
A treasured wish? Did she leave them in the castle? Why could she be her precious treasure? How do I open these treasure chests?
The master left 3 keys in the castle, 1 for each of the treasure chests. You need to bring all 3 keys here.
Alright. Got a key. Blue key, a blue key covered in grit. Not been here before. Rules? I don't need no rules. There we go. There we got red key with a cage bird carved on it. Pretty good. Green key with a gold filigree rose embedded into it. Possible to go and find all the keys, yes?
That person's scent is very close. It won't be long before that ship reaches this bubble universe. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm actually a little bit happy.
At the thought of seeing...
At the thought of seeing you again, my heart leaps, my lips curl, my steps bounce, and even the unbearable pain is alleviated. The way I feel. As long as I think of you, my heart is filled with warmth, to the point that I can laugh off the imminent ending. At a time like this, all I can think about is what to say for our reunion. Are you missing me in the same way? I have to tidy myself up a bit. I can't let that person see me feeble. Even though I know this is the last time, I want to greet you at my best. To greet you, my dearest.
With the song? Oh. You found them all. I knew this was possible, but this wish was too much when I forced myself to give up long ago. Thank you for finding them back. What are these? What are these? They are like fragments of my memory that record my echoes, my monologues, and my inner waves. These are my strongest feelings and most unforgettable memories. Then why did you throw them away? So, it was you at the pyramid. Why did you pretend to be a villain? And why did you throw them away? You clearly know why. Because these memories and emotions would shake me. I can't afford to let anything shake me, even myself. After all, at the sight of your face, I can't suppress my emotions. So was you at the pyramid? Yes, I'm sorry I lied to you. I even thought about disappearing with you because I couldn't live in a world without you. But after seeing you, I was so happy and excited that I forgot about it in an instant. That was when I realized that rather than myself, I couldn't bear to see you get hurt. Why'd you pretend to be a villain? No reason. Don't look at me like that. I won't say it. Well, fine. I'll tell you, but don't get mad. I didn't want to be forgotten by you. Instead of disappearing quietly, I wanted you to always remember me, even if it was due to hatred. I knew I shouldn't have said that. It's great to get these memories back. Yeah. In the past, I was self-centered and impulsive, and didn't take any advices. But now I've changed. It is selfish and naive for people to decide everything by themselves. No matter what kinds of difficulties await, I'll find ways to overcome them with you. I want us to survive. Remember to keep the promise this time. You said that on purpose. How nasty. I'm not talking to you anymore. I lied. How could I not talk to you? I want to talk to you. Talk to me more, please. Would you like to dance with me then? Huh? Yes. The moon tonight is beautiful, just like when we first met. I'm so lucky that it was you who I met. You look stunning under the moon. You sounded gentle when calling me. Your blood tasted sweet, with an incredible aroma that soothed me. You are the light that shone into me, and the greatest redemption of my life. I will never let go of your hands again. Thank you for meeting me. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for fulfilling my wishes. Please dance with me, right here. Right now. The door is open. Hello. Did you get the keys? Take out the red key. Inside the chest rested a red leather-bound fairy tale book. It was a bit worn and seemed to have been read many times.
Trapped in a room akin to a cage, the young girl found solace in a fairy tale book. It painted a magical and surreal picture of the outside world, igniting her initial desire to venture out and witness it.
Just as I reached out to pick up the book, its pages started to dissipate into the air.
Her wish had lingered for too long and wound up becoming brittle.
No, she hasn't changed. She has merely woken up to reality. This was not the real treasure. She got the green key. Inside the chest rested a green leaf, its veins distinct and pristine, as if time had stopped at the moment it fell.
The confined girl would sometimes pick up the leaves when the wind carried them in through the window. Her sister once told her about a distant village in a lush forest that had leaves much like the ones in her hands.
Just as I reached out to pick up the leaf, it withered into a dried up stem.
She had lost hope, as there was no way out.
No, she had just bid goodbye to her past. This was not the real treasure. Take out the blue key. Inside the chest rested a drawing paper that slightly aged, with only the top left corner painted sky blue.
The girl sometimes looked up to the blue sky from her shadowed spot near the window. She once heard from her sister about a seaside city where the ocean was as azure as the sky.
Just as I reached out to pick up the drawing sheet, it was torn into tattered pieces, one after another.
The wishes have disappeared. She has grown weary of waiting.
But these are clearly what she experienced when she couldn't get out. Hang on, the colors of these three keys are the three primary colors of light, and when combined, they become white. I reached out and touched the white specter in front of me. Mary, you said you were guarding these treasure chests, but you never actually said that they are the treasured wish. The real treasure is actually in your hands, isn't it?
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
What kind of spices should you use to season a grilled steak?
Black pepper, yeah. Cumin powder, yeah. Chocolate, yeah, showing up.
You still remember it?
As Mary faded away, a tiny Homo toy wobbled in my palm, holding an ice cream cone. So, this is your treasure. But why is this ice cream cone square-shaped? This place done. 25 out of 29. Still missing 4. Maybe here. Yeah. We've got it. The last one. Okay, we're missing 3 chests. Which I have no idea where they are. So, let's do one of these. Okay, it's north. But how am I supposed to get there with so much stuff? Yeah. Oh. That works. This might be real far away. Let's go over here. As expected. Ah, it's this one. Now, if I can find a way to get down. Just walk from across here. Okay, that's all. That's all she wrote. I should have enough to reach the other side. Too much control input in a short time. What? I don't even know what I got. Well, anyway, we done it. We done diddly done it. It's just this one now. Rickety ship. I know it's slightly over, but I'll end it when I collect everything. What the hell is this? Investigate. Oh. I see it's up there. What a messy room. 6:20 cleaner, we're about to clean the thing up. Initializing program, 50% complete. Hmm. %100% complete. Ah, did it carry over? Okay, I didn't actually expect it to carry over, but solved it anyway. Careful not to be spotted under searchlights. Be spot, run. Warning. Warning. Invaders detected. Preparing armed expulsion.
What's going on? Why is the new defense program triggered?
Sorry, we didn't mean anything by it. We just want to open the door.
What are you doing, Captain? There's no use apologizing to the system. Trouble seems to have a way of finding you, Skipper.
The gun barrel slowly retracted, and a wholly unexpected yet familiar figure appeared on the screen near us.
How in the world? All you've got to do is apologize.
T?
Surprised to see me? If I showed up any later, you two would have been turned into mincemeat.
Thanks, but aren't you...
In the fortune teller's warehouse? Come on, you've come this far. You should know by now that I wasn't simply sent from the future to the past, so you don't need to leave me there.
Fair enough. Well, wonderful then. Let's get back to Hyperion now.
In case you didn't realize, Skipper, I'm just a hollow projection.
Oh, I guess the excitement of seeing you again must have distracted me.
Still a world-class smooth talker. Anyway, I'm not here right now. I just happened upon your signal and I have connection access, so I came to check it out. I've already taken care of the defense program here, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. About any more nasty surprises.
I see. Thanks, T. Where can we go to pick you up?
No need to rush. I'm on another ship, safe and sound.
Another ship? Belonging to who?
You'll know when the time is right, Skipper.
Hold on. What do you mean by the right time? T didn't answer, and instead unceremoniously disappeared from the screen.
She certainly made a hasty exit. She must be the one that Conway calls Miss Iron Fist.
Another ship? Where in the world could she be?
Who knows? She doesn't seem to be in danger at any rate. So we should stop being worrywarts and focus on the situation at hand. We still have an engine to haul.
You're right. Let's go. Dang, I blew it up. 40 out of 40.
Okay, all done.
Just like the last time, Brony disassembled an opponent as big as my fist from a mess of torn wires and tossed it my way.
The two engines are now both thoroughly cannibalized. Now that we've got some solid spoils, let's head back. It's high time I upgrade your ship properly.
Great, thank you, Brony. There we go, we've done everything.
Everything.
I think. These barriers are still here, good dang it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's done. The memory fragments, oh here. Yeah, we have completed it completely.
I want to welcome you. In my best, you who I love most.
Gain HP in battle, okay. Yeah, it's completely completed. Let's take this. Hell yeah, don't have the character, but hell yeah. I got everything, absolutely everything. Now, I don't know if there's actually, characters just sitting around, but, 7 Karma Phase 1. Clear story, stage 40-4. I see. New story shit. Seven Karma Phala. Chapter 40. Well, that'll have to be next time. Yeah, dang. So much. So much. What did I just get? Oh, I got this. Claim. Connoisseur Himiko. Oh yeah. Guess I'll catch you guys next time. Peach.